In this video, I will show you how you can use one of my illustrated Canva templates to create your own very unique looking book cover. So we'll be going from something like this to something like this. I'm an indie author myself, and I know that sometimes even the pre-made covers can be cost prohibitive, especially if you're working on a piece of writing that you're essentially giving up for free, like a short story or novella or some kind of reader magnet. And that's why I've created these templates. This is our starting point. We have 2 pages that are already slightly different take on the same template, and we're going to use these characters to create something completely different. So I'm going to start here by just creating a new page. This document is already in the correct size for Amazon, so don't worry about resizing or doing anything else. I'm going to just throw away the text box here. And the fun with Canva is that there are already a lot of design elements and in a similar kind of vector illustrated style that you can use. I'm going to go into elements and just search for something. You can see that I've already searched for it, but let's go. Front door line drawing. This is something that I'm thinking could look cute in the background. Got this idea from one of the testers of my templates. Kudos to her. There was one that really looked nice in here, like that. This is the very popular style now in the vector illustrated covers if you want something a bit lighter in the background that doesn't dominate it. I'm going to change the background. You just click on the page and go into the color palette and choose something else. I'm going to try a purple one, and you can, as you can see, you can recolor this element. Not all of them are done in this way, but in this case you can, which is great because I want to make it purple, dark purple. And I'm actually going to reduce the transparency of it so it's not too prominent maybe in the background. And then I'll bring in the characters. Now I've got my girls in here, so I've got a brunette and a blonde. I'm going to use the brunette for this one. But what I'm going to do first is maybe make her top and shorts a little bit darker and different color, just to show you how that works. So the first thing I'll do is ungroup this character. So right now it's grouped and moving as one piece. Ungroup button is up here, but you can also use just Shift Command G. And now the fun part where you can actually take this lady apart, mutilate her. Here we go. Don't worry about where you put these elements. You can always bring them back together and make her look normal again. This is just for you so you can actually grab the right layer and edit it. Because when you've got that layer selected, you can see the colors that are used within it up here in the color palette. There might be more than one. There could be up to 4 or 5 colors in that. So you can edit all of these. In this case, I'm going to choose the top color and maybe try something a bit darker, maybe not that dark. You can always go here, add a new color, and see what might work. And the other color here is the shadow color that you can also fiddle around with if you want. Now there are shorts, and I might want to make those quite dark so they sort of blend in the background, blend in with everything. Here we go. And I'll also show you how you can, there's the face, body, and hair. That's the very last layer. So if we wanted to make her hair a different color, that's what we would do. You can also change the eye color. There's a whole lot you can do. There's the shoes. I might make those dark as well. And now when you click outside of this, all of these layers and just drag across, you can select them all, go into position, and center, center and middle. There you go. Now she's back together again. Don't forget to group, and then I'm going to just copy paste how you normally copy paste to bring this lady into our design. Let's zoom out so you can see what's going on. There she is. I'm going to make her a bit bigger in this one. So when you want to edit the guy, you might do exactly the same thing. I'm going to copy the guy, bring him in here, make him a bit taller, as they tend to be. There we go. And let's see what happens when you bring in a title. I'm going to just go in and copy paste one of these. Zoom out. And all the text editing tools are up here on the top bar. Like if you've ever used Canva, you know exactly how to do that. And for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to change the title to something else. You see how different it'll look. How about the girl next door? And when there's an article in the beginning, obviously you can cut that out and put it in a different text box to make it a little bit smaller. This is where you can change the color of it, just like you change the color of any other elements. If you have both of them selected, you can scale them together. Just have a go, you'll find out how this works. It's fairly simple. If you select a text box that has several lines, you can go into spacing and fiddle with the line spacing of it to the point that some of the letters could be overlapping if you want to or not. You can add some effects, have that text box selected, go into effects and add a little bit of a shadow. That might help to lift it up. And in this case, I might want to pull the characters apart a little bit to make sure that there's enough space for the title. And then we'll just bring in your author name. I'll borrow it from this first design here. Go. And up here, if you want, you can bring in a quote or tagline, or maybe a series tag, whatever you need to add. There's a bit of space. So there you go. And now that your design's finished, all you need to do is save it, right? So head into the top right corner, there's a download button, and click that. You can see there's file type menu. JPEG is completely fine for something like Amazon. It's already in the correct size, the pixel size, so don't worry about that. Just make sure your quality is all the way up to 100. And choose the page where your design is on. In this case, it's page 5. And download. So that's it. I hope you found it useful. Please tag me on any designs you create. I'd love to see them. And subscribe to this channel for more help and resources for indie authors. See you next time.